The news headlines is brought to you compliments GUT Credit Union.
As we prepare and remain vigilant amid the coronavirus pandemic, the GUT Credit Union remains committed to serving you and your family in the safest way possible. We have increased the frequency of cleaning and sanitizing all branches and ATMs throughout the day. In an effort to maintain the protocols of social distancing, we encourage you to use the ATMs to conduct simple transactions. For your protection and convenience, our officers are available to conduct business via telephone if needed. As a member, if you are facing financial challenges as a result of the pandemic, please contact us to discuss the range of flexible options available to you. More information can be obtained by calling 440-1354, emailing gutcu@spicile.com, or visiting www.gutcu.com. Together, we can successfully navigate through this time. GUT Credit Union, it's where you belong.
This is the GBN television news for Tuesday, the 24th day of March 2020. In the headlines, first COVID patient moved to intensive care unit after conditions worsen. Minister for Trade and Industry says decrease in electricity bill not effective from March. 5-year structural adjustment affords government's COVID-19 economic funds. Coming up in the sports news, it's official, the 2020 Olympic Games postponed. And in around the globe, Trinidad defense refusing entry of 25 nationals. It's a busy news day. Do stay with us. We'll be back with the details.
This is GBN, the nation's news leader. This segment is brought to you by Quartz Grenada Limited.
Why not stay in, turn off the alarm clock, and sleep some more on your perfect mattress from Quartz? For the widest range of mattresses from the world's best brands, the best value guaranteed. Shop today and let our sleep experts help you to decide on the best option to suit your needs. At Quartz, we don't just sell mattresses, we're offering you the best night's sleep. So, sleep in a little on your new mattress from Quartz. Quartz, bringing value home.
Good evening from the Grenada Broadcasting Network. I'm Kenroy Batiste. Top story to report: health officials this evening confirming that the health of Grenada's lone confirmed positive COVID-19 patient to date has deteriorated. Health Minister Nicholas Steele confirmed to GBN that the female patient was admitted at the General Hospital Tuesday. He spoke with my colleague Cherian Blackman-Stephen a few minutes ago about the status of the patient. Minister Steele also addressed rumors about a shutdown of the country.
Grenada's first laboratory confirmed COVID-19 patient has been transferred to the ICU of the Grenada's General Hospital after her condition began to deteriorate. The patient, a middle-aged female Grenadian national visiting from the United Kingdom, developed respiratory issues since her condition was announced on Sunday. Grenada's COVID-19 medical team continues with contact tracing of this confirmed case. I want to again urge all Grenadians and visitors alike to please take our warnings seriously. Respect social distancing measures, and especially the requirement that you adhere to 14-day mandatory quarantine orders if you entered Grenada from anywhere in the world in the past 2 weeks, whether you are a Grenadian national or visitors. Because of the lack of adherence to our guidelines for collective safety, the government is now moving to take more stringent measures to stem the spread of this virus. However, I want to assure the public that if and when those measures are necessary, we will communicate to the public officially. I am asking the public to stop listening to rumors especially rumors being circulated by mischief makers. This is a time that we must all unite. This is a time that we must all seek to follow information from our official sources. There will be continued moments where people feel uneasy. But the only way to appropriately deal with that is for us to all as a country follow official requests and instructions, and also to rely on official information.
All right, so GBN is keeping tabs with this latest development concerning the deterioration of health of Grenada's lone confirmed positive COVID-19 patient to date. We, of course, will bring you more details when they become available. Right. The Prime Minister's announcement of a 30% decrease in the cost of electricity for the next 3 months is being negotiated and would not be applied from this month. That's according to Minister for Trade, Industry, Cooperatives and CARICOM Affairs, Oliver Joseph, as he expounded on government's economic plans to assist local businesses affected by the COVID-19 pandemic. Rena Pear tells us more in this report.
On Tuesday, during the weekly post-cabinet briefing, Minister for Trade, Industry and Cooperatives, Oliver Joseph, said the 30% decrease in electricity rate will not take effect from the end of March. He explained that discussions between government and GRENEC are continuing and an agreement has not been finalized.
His government commits to ensuring that the cost of electricity will be reduced by 30% for the months of March, April and May in the first instance to all consumers. This will not apply to a few companies that have special concessionary arrangement. Well, you would not see it applying in March because we almost to the end of March. You will see it reflected later on. No, I did not say there was any agreement, and I don't know the state of the discussion. All I'm saying is that there is discussion, but I'm not aware of any agreement that has been reached as yet. I'm saying in order to get the reduction, discussion has started. That's all.
The minister was at the time explaining government's plans to relieve the financial impact caused by COVID-19. When asked if government will be considering removing tax on basic food items, he said this may be considered after government's plans are reviewed.
That was not announced by the Minister of Finance. What I indicated is this is a 3-month period and will be reviewed as the situation develops. So a new package will be looked at, new arrangement facilities will be considered as we move forward.
For GBN News, I am Rena Pear reporting.
Well, government officials say that due to constructive governance over the past 5 years, the economy is now at a healthy state to provide funds to fight COVID-19. Rena Pear has another report.
Minister for Trade, Industry and Cooperative, Oliver Joseph, says that due to the effective economic management of the country's finances, government is now able to use over $10 million of its revenue towards the upkeep of local businesses during the COVID-19 crisis.
Yes, it's coming from government's current revenue. The package that is announced is coming from government's current revenue. The government can give the support because over the years, the last 5 years, the economy has been managed in such a way that we were able to meet our recurrent expenditure without going into overdraft or any loan facility. And therefore, the economy is in a strong position.
The minister says that while this is so, government will be tapping into other financial resources like the International Monetary Fund for additional support.
The International Monetary Fund has pledged $50 billion to help countries fight this COVID-19 and the situation that we are in. They have calculated what the fallout will be. Grenada has made application for funds from the International Monetary Fund, and we are looking at other areas where funding can become available to assist us in helping these various sectors to adjust and so the government could continue providing all its services to our population, to all our citizens.
For GBN News, I am Rena Pear reporting.
Other news, work on the Molyneux Road may not begin anytime soon. Word from Minister for Infrastructure Development Gregory Bowen indicating that the geotechnical studies have not yet commenced. Here's more in this report.
With the geotechnical studies on the Molyneux land slippage not yet done, motorists plying the Western Corridor is in for a long haul, as work will not take place anytime in the near future. In an interview with the Infrastructure Minister, he says they are at the tendering stage.
Right now we are at the point where the consultants will be coming to do all the geotechnical work done, right? They presented to the Caribbean Development Bank, through which the UK funds are being channeled, and the geotechnical studies have not yet commenced. But recognizing that the project will take, years. If, for example, we decide to put the road back where it is, it's going to take years. It will take years to complete.
What is not yet clear is the approach engineers are likely to take in relation to the road repairs.
You would not see work start there, I will say, before 5 or 6 months. And it may not be that same route, because the geotechnical studies may show that you should move from there. No matter what you do, the slippage will continue. Then we'll have to move some other place. Maybe start from here, Grand Mall, and enter into Happy Hill. That may be the final approach. But in the meantime, the people must be able to pass comfortably.
Concentration at the moment, according to Minister Bowen, is on strengthening the Montmorris bypass with the aim of converting the now one-way into a two-way. This project falls under the UK Climate Infrastructure Funding Project. According to Minister Bowen, $28 million was secured back in 2015 when then Prime Minister David Cameron visited the region. This was to be used for slips along the Western Main Road, which at the time did not include Molyneux slippage area. Christelina John, GBN News.
Still to come in news at 7, gloves won't help everyone in the fight against the spread of COVID-19. PAHO officials have been speaking on the pandemic while in Grenada. And a farmers' representative in the Senate, Dunstan Campbell, says Prime Minister's economic support plan doesn't address all issues. We'll be back.
This is your Grenlec, and our story is one of change and development. We strive to ensure that you have the reliable service you depend on every day, at home, at work, and at play. We understand the importance of electricity in propelling our economy and affording our customers an enhanced, convenient, and comfortable life. Our performance indicators show that Grenlec is one of the best utilities in the Caribbean, but our mission is far from accomplished. We now strive to exceed your expectations. This is our Grenlec, and we are proud to serve you.
One bad vibe and I'm out this. No, you can't stop this. We're out to get it with Lucas and day and night. Yeah, we're on this. I know you want this. Come on and taste the energy. Day and night, live your Lucas life. Live your Lucas life. Come taste the energy.
Good vibes only. Lucasade. Taste the energy.
When I need shelter, warmth, security, I know you'll be there. Something in these moments lets me know you care. Maybe the way you shield me, maybe it's your smiles and the way you tell me it's okay to try. Now I'm invincible. I can pack my sack. I can take the long road, 'cause it's okay to look back if I am scared. I know you're there.
This is Ariza, your financial freedom, your future.
Why not stay in? Turn off the alarm clock and sleep some more on your perfect mattress from Quartz. For the widest range of mattresses from the world's best brands, the best value guaranteed. Shop today and let our sleep experts help you to decide on the best option to suit your needs. At Quartz, we don't just sell mattresses, we're offering you the best night's sleep. So, sleep in a little on your new mattress from Quartz. Quartz, bringing value home.
A new in-home experience is here. All your services bundled into one simple plan. Faster, more reliable Wi-Fi so that you can binge, play, and stream uninterrupted. Unlimited flow local landline minutes mean you can talk and talk and talk. Plus the best in TV entertainment with over 70 channels and 12 in HD. All for $200 a month with the new all-in bundle. With Flow, it only gets better.
Are you looking for generators to rent? Then call Wagity Generator Rentals. We rent a wide range of generators, 3,000, 6,000, 10,000, also 20,000, 50,000, 75,000, 100,000, and 150,000. We are located in building number 6, Frequente Industrial Park, Grand Anse, St. George. Or give us a call at 444-RENT. That's 444-7368. Wagity Generator Rentals. We are Grenada's standby power people.
So you're looking for doors and windows that look sophisticated and are very secure? Then St. Lou Metals is your one-stop shop. Our windows and doors make sure your home not only looks great, but is more secure. We manufacture shower enclosures, doors, windows for residential and commercial properties using high-grade material and the latest technology. If you want to save money and improve your home's appearance, you have made the right choice by shopping at St. Lou Metals. For a free quotation, visit us today at the Frequente Industrial Park or call us at 439-6538 or 439-6539.
Use clay, it washing cleaner than ever. Oh mama, oi, oh mama, oi. In every household, must have it, oi. Highly effective, stain removal, lemon freshness, antibacterial washing powder. Fresh and clean, fresh and clean. When I put on me clothes, me must win. When I wash me clothes, no other detergent could ever wash me clothes like this.
Now buy 3 bottles of Clay's dishwashing liquid for only $8. Available at Best for Less Supermarket, Eat Fresh Supermarket, M&C Jones Supermarket, Hope Pride Supermarket, The Food Fairs, Carenage and Grand Anse, Roberts Enterprise, Springs Food Mart, and Charlo's Supermarket.
Other Clay's products available: hand sanitizer, fabric softener, hand washing liquid, dishwashing liquid, and toilet cleaners. Distributed by Fortune Foods Company Limited, Tempe, St. George.
Hello again. We're live here at the Grenada Broadcasting Network. Protective wear, including gloves, highly sought after since the outbreak of COVID-19, as people rush to purchase the items to protect themselves from getting the virus. However, officials of the Pan American Health Organization, who are currently on island, say contrary to many beliefs, gloves may not be necessary for everyone during the COVID-19 pandemic. As we hear in this Christina John report, the team is in Grenada to provide training and other forms of assistance to medical staff to boost the country's COVID-19 response levels.
Representative from the Pan American Health Organization, PAHO, explained that not everyone needs to wear protective wear. A 4-member delegation is presently on island conducting assessments and assisting health and other officials in strengthening their response level for COVID-19. Dr. Rufus Ewing, advisor of Health System and Services with PAHO, explains who needs to wear protective gears.
So simple PPEs, personal protective equipment, are used and different components of the PPE can be used in different scenarios. Not everybody who is providing a function really in response to COVID needs to wear the full suit PPEs. In some cases, just a glove and a mask and a simple surgical mask is necessary. In other cases, a glove and a PPE and a respirator mask called the N95 mask is necessary. In certain situations, you need the full one, which is the gown, the barrier gown, the mask, and the glove, and those necessary along.
The team has been visiting various sites such as the hospital, isolation units and other health facilities to test the country's readiness to treat infected cases of the virus. Dr. Ewing says overall they are satisfied with Grenada's preparedness. He highlights some of their findings and indicates areas where there is room for improvement.
I'm satisfied. I'm very satisfied. Actually, you have more than I thought based on our last assessment and review, based on because I think the country responded to a questionnaire analysis that we did, and based on that there were some gaps and deficiencies, and those gaps have been covered, particularly the isolation units and quarantine facilities, etc. So I'm happy with the progress that have been made, and I think they are ready to deal with COVID cases. Yes, is there room for improvement? Yes, and we'll continue to do so as we evolve.
The PAHO representative reinforced the need for people to adhere to the instructions issued by the Ministry of Health and other health officials.
We also noticed that in areas such as the surveillance that Dr. Jean-Marie is going to be doing, surveillance at the various ports as well as at the health facilities, hoping that we can, as more and more persons come forward with flu-like symptoms, and we are still advising persons that, if you have flu, you must stay home and call the hotline, and then they will give you guidance as to what actions you need to take instead of crowding the public buses or public transportation system, instead of crowding the emergency room areas, because when you stay home, you will reduce the risk of transmission of any possible infection to others in the community during your transport period from your home to hospital emergency. So they will guide you appropriately. And once we do those measures, then we will definitely be ahead of the game in trying to fight this particular epidemic.
Christina John, GBN News.
All right, here's what we're talking about now. As the concerns grow for food security in Grenada in the face of COVID-19, economic and financial challenges continue to be of major concern, especially for tourism and related sectors. You see, economic relief in the form of financial pullouts has been announced by Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell for those being affected. Agriculture was not left out. However, GBN sought to get a response from farmers' representative in the Senate, Dunstan Campbell, who believes the Prime Minister did not touch on the most important issue farmers face at this time. Gerald Joseph is going to tell us about that.
Increase farm labor support to immediately boost agricultural production island-wide. Government is also giving consideration to the support for farmers and fish exporters who have recently been affected as a result of the international travel restrictions.
The Prime Minister on the bailout for the agriculture sector, and this is what Senator Dunstan Campbell would have liked to have heard from the leader of the country.
The elephant in the room, pre-deal larceny, right? We need to step up pre-deal larceny. The task force need to step up. So pre-deal larceny, I want a tremendous boost. I want to see a tremendous boost in the effort of the pre-deal larceny task force. I want to see them there all the time, right? So if there's any money that is going to be allocated at all, let us start with pre-deal larceny.
Senator Campbell says the fight against pre-deal larceny needs to be strengthened immediately, with the task force stepping up their operations, as farmers are already losing more produce than before. The farmers and fishers representative in the Senate, while welcoming the increased support for farm labor, hopes that it will be just the beginning of the conversation. situation. He notes that solutions and not only financial bailouts must be pursued for the expenses fisherfolk face, plus export mechanisms developed for fish and soursop, especially in the short term. Senator Campbell says discussions have begun in the fishing and agriculture sector to identify the problems each of the subsectors face. I am Gerard Joseph for GBN News.
Still to come from us, reports of abuse of COVID-19 hotlines. We'll hear from the Acting Chief Medical Officer, Dr. Francis Martin. Stay with us.
Washing cleaner than ever. Oh mama, oi, oh mama, oi. In every household, must have it, oi. Highly effective, stain removal, lemon freshness, antibacterial washing powder. Fresh and clean, fresh and clean. When I put on me clothes, me must win. When I wash me clothes, no other detergent could ever wash me clothes like this.
Now buy 3 bottles of Clay's dishwashing liquid for only $8. Available at Best for Less Supermarket, Eat Fresh Supermarket, M&C Jones Supermarket, Hope Pride Supermarket, The Food Fairs, Carenage and Grandans, Roberts Enterprise, Springs Food Mart, and Charlo's Supermarket.
Other Clay's products available: hand sanitizer, fabric softener, hand washing liquid, dishwashing liquid, and toilet cleaners. Distributed by Fortune Foods Company Limited, Tempe St. George.
How going on, boy?
Hey, good old things.
Hey, Daisy.
Yeah.
Boy, line, boy, your house looking a real good day.
Boy, it's thanks to the hard-working and professional staff at the Housing Authority of Grenada. They handled me real nice. They did my plan, they did the construction, and I didn't even have to worry about a thing. They were there with me every step of the way, supervising the job, asking me about my concerns, giving me feedback as the house took shape. They were there from start to finish, and even put the keys in the palm of my hand. I give them an A++ for customer service.
Oh, it's people from housing bad, boy.
Boy, not bad. Excellent. If you're thinking about constructing your home, why not consult the Housing Authority of Grenada? You could visit them right down in the Sandino complex, or give them a call, 440-1015 or 440-1016. Or check out their website, hag473.com. They go handle you. They go jog your blocks, they go draw your plan, they go tote your materials. Hey man, where you going? The Housing Authority of Grenada is your choice for affordable housing and a stress-free construction experience.
It's new, innovative and classy, and it cut above the rest. Your one-stop shop for bathtubs, kitchenette, customized doors and windows, and even a new paint job. We also sell quartz and solid surface countertops. At M&N Hardware, we offer best prices, excellent service, efficiency, and reliability. Visit us at Dusty Highway, Grandin, St. George, or call telephone number 440-6757. M&N Hardware, from foundation to roof. Let's build together.
Tropical shipping is fast and reliable. Always on time, safe and affordable. Friendly staff here to connect you. Tropical worldwide, you must get you. Shop online and you get it on time. Hassle free to meet your deadline. Consolidate any size, any load with tropical shipping, so we ship everything. I can't wait to ship with tropical. I can't wait. No package too big, too small. I cannot wait to ship with tropical. No package too big, too small. Just ship with tropical.
Local agents, George F. Huggins and Company, Grenada Limited. Telephone number 440-8787, or visit our website at www.tropical.com. Email us at grenadasales@tropical.com. Tropical Shipping, committed to island life.
This is GBN. We've got the means, the power, and the medium. This segment is brought to you by Flow.
Flow helps you stay connected to what matters. Simple plans and a better network mean that you can enjoy 7 days of unlimited social messaging, 3 gigabytes of reliable data to use as you like, 350 local anywhere calls and texts. With the always-on prepaid plans, all for $25. Keep your number when you switch to Grenada's most reliable LTE network. Buy wherever you top up. Switch to Flow. It only gets better.
Acting Chief Medical Officer in the Ministry of Health, Dr. Francis Martin, has advised against members of the public abusing the phone hotlines activated to accommodate calls from people who suspect they are carrying the novel coronavirus. The two helplines, 45 virus and 53 virus, were fully activated about 3 weeks ago, with thousands of calls already received. However, the service providers have reported that many of the calls are not genuine concerns relating to the deadly virus.
The hotlines, have people been using the hotlines?
Oh my goodness, they're over the limit. It's a lot of calls coming in on the hotlines, and some people indicating that they can't get through to the hotlines. The reason they can't get through is because it's just too many calls, and once someone is on a call, you wouldn't get through. And this is the reason why we want to enlist the help of some other agencies to help us with the hotlines.
But are they legitimate calls, or people?
Oh, a lot of calls that are not legitimate. Calling for all sorts of reasons. My goodness. You call if you have symptoms suspicious of COVID, fever, cough, cold. You call if you have evidence that someone has a travel history and may have symptoms of the COVID. This is what you call for. You don't call just to see if the phone is working.
All right, so before calling, people should ponder that if they do not have symptoms and would not ordinarily see their doctors based on how they feel, they should reconsider calling the hotlines. However, anyone with respiratory symptoms such as coughing, sneezing, difficulty breathing, or even fever is asked to utilize the hotlines. We can tell you the numbers again: 45 virus and 53 virus. In every adversity, there are opportunities to self-reflect, redirect, and create new advantages out of disadvantages. COVID-19 is a new reality that can force many to return to agriculture, not only for economic gains, but also for nourishment. Cherry and Blackman Stephen tells us more.
Acting Chief Medical Officer Dr. Francis Martin is encouraging Grenadians to consume more local foods to boost the immune system as a preventative measures for coronavirus COVID-19. During Sunday's news conference to announce Grenada's first confirmed case of COVID-19, Dr. Martin said that the impact of the virus presents an opportunity for Grenadians to produce and consume more local foods.
Now is the time for us to focus on eating our bright-colored foods. The pumpkins, the pawpaw, cabbages. Our enzymes need the vitamins and minerals more than ever before. We need the zinc. We need to use our honey, garlic, green bananas. Now is the time to go to the backyard and get those things. It's a perfect time to eat local and buy local.
Dr. Martin is also reminding people of the need for more liquid intake, substituting carbonated drinks for water. Director General of the Inter-American Institute for Cooperation on Agriculture, ICA, Manuel Otero, in a Caribbean News article said COVID-19 provides an avenue for the Caribbean to develop food security strategies and greater efforts to increase self-sufficiency. The report further states that Otero said that the world is witnessing the spread of a new pandemic less than 4 months since it first erupted. He said this emergency is rocking the world, and we are not yet able to foresee what life will be like in a few months when this dramatic event is finally over. Health Minister Nicholas Steed, who led Sunday's news conference, had a reminder for people who behave as it's business as usual.
COVID does not respect religious behaviors. COVID does not respect political affiliations. COVID does not respect form of employment. COVID does not respect height, shape, size, color, background. COVID does not respect class, level of income, size of bank account. COVID does not respect any of the things that we choose to differentiate us. In fact, COVID sees all of us as one target.
In an address to the nation last Friday, Prime Minister and Minister for Finance, Dr. Keith Mitchell, announced a series of measures to cushion the effects of people affected by COVID-19. Among those measures outlined is increased farm labor support to immediately boost agriculture production island-wide, in addition to support for farmers and exporters of fish. Cherry and Blackman Stephen, GBN News.
This one to report the government of Grenada has updated its list of preventive measures against the spread of COVID-19. The latest to be impacted are cargo ship crews. The advisory went into effect at 11:59 p.m. on Monday, the 23rd of March. Now, according to the advisory, no crew member of commercial vessels will be allowed or granted shore leave. The authorities say anyone failing to comply will be subject to a fine or arrest. Crew members are only allowed ashore for operational reasons after receiving permission from the Ports Authority. All right, time for this evening's GBN I Saw. Compliments of friends at Clear Vision Eye Center.
Tonight's I Saw features video footage captured by Guam fishermen of some pilot whales in Grenadian waters, observed as the men conducted their daily duties. The pilot whale, also called blackfish or pothead whale, are of two species of small, slender-toothed whales of the dolphin family Delphinidae. They are characterized by a round, bulging forehead, a short beak-like snout, and slender, pointed flippers. You can send in your photo and video submissions via our social media platforms.
A good eye captures all. GBN I Saw is brought to you by Clear Vision.
You know us, but we knew. You feel at home with every visit. An experienced team offering personalized courtier service and trendy brand name lifestyle products. We're changing the vision care landscape one customer at a time. Vision Eye Center. People and technology coming together to help you see the world with a clearer vision.
When we come back, Cuban research offers hope for COVID-19 cases. We'll talk about that.
There is currently no vaccine to prevent coronavirus disease 2019 or COVID-19. The best way to prevent illness is to avoid being exposed to the virus. However, everyday preventative actions to help prevent the spread of COVID-19 disease include washing your hands often with soap and water for at least 20 seconds. Always wash hands with soap and water if hands are visibly dirty. Use an alcohol-based hand sanitizer with at least 60% alcohol. Avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth. Avoid close contact with people who are sick. Stay home when you are sick. Cover your cough or sneeze with a paper napkin, then throw the napkin in the trash. Clean and disinfect frequently touched objects and surfaces using a regular household cleaning spray, a wipe, or paper towel. Eat lots of colored fruits and vegetables to help boost your immune system. This reminder is made available by Grenada Paper Products, manufacturers of Royal, Quick and Easy, and Horizon paper towels and napkins.
It's
detox time again at Nirvana Natural Health Clinic Detox Center. The festive season is over, so let's start 2020 looking and feeling like a boss with our many body cleansing options. Purchase detox products as low as $50. Purchase detox combo packs as low as $100. Receive 10% off on all in-house colonic irrigation treatment. Take control of your health now. Don't delay. Call us on 231-6642, 418-7115, or 449-7753. We are located in Belmont St. George's, close to the Fall Edge area. These offers are valid from January to March or while stocks last. Nirvana Natural Health Clinic Detox Center. Detox your way to health.
GBN leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
We all want a home that matches our way of life. But it's not just about building or buying a dream home or purchasing land with the most breathtaking view. It's about finding the bank that would make you feel at home. A Home Easy Loan from Republic is your best choice. It's more than a mortgage, it's peace of mind.
Visit any of our 6 branches. Submit your application forms on our website or talk to us on Facebook. Experience peace of mind today. Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
A group of Cuban medical professionals arrived in Grenada on Saturday to help the island combat COVID-19. We can tell you the assistance involves the provision of medications, which they say have helped in the fight against the deadly virus.
China, where COVID-19 emerged in late December last year, shortlisted 30 drugs they say fight the virus, as scientists are in a race to find a treatment for the coronavirus, which has killed over 16,000 people worldwide in the last 3 months. One of the medicines picked by the Chinese National Health Commission is interferon alpha-2b, which has been produced in China by a Cuban-Chinese joint venture since 2003. The drug has reportedly been effective in the treatment of HIV, human papillomavirus, hepatitis B and C, and has reportedly been effective with viruses with characteristics similar to those of COVID-19. Grenada's acting chief medical officer, Dr. Francis Martin, says they intend to further verify the reports to determine if it could be used to treat the virus locally.
Cuba is producing something called interferon 2B that they claim was used in China. We do have a video conference that is set up between some Chinese doctors and ourselves. We haven't had it yet. We just tested the procedure. This is one of the questions that we'll be asking them. Did you use interferon 2B? And if you did, how well did it work? Because as we know now, there are trials going on different drugs, but there's not been a conclusive evidence that any one works better than the other.
In the meantime, people are advised against self-medicating, including the use of Tylenol, ibuprofen, and other anti-inflammatory drugs, following conflicting reports about how effective it is in treating the virus. Dr. Martin reiterates that not all information circulating is based on extensive research.
We saw that. We have done our due diligence. We've checked with the World Health Organization. This may have been a case study that was done, and sometimes when case studies are done, people blow those case studies out of control. So that is the thing, our citizens need to read a little deeper to understand and not just jump to conclusion when they see something that sounds scandalous.
Health officials across the world are issuing warnings over the use of anti-malarial drugs after U.S. President Donald Trump's comments about treating the coronavirus with them sparked panic buying and overdoses in Nigeria and the death of a man in the United States. Blossom Alexis Welsh, GBN News.
We invite you to stay with us. We'll be back with the weather, followed by the sports news.
One bad vibe and I'm out this. No, you can't stop this. We're out to get it with Lucas and day and night. Yeah, we're on this. I know you want this. Come on and taste the energy. Day and night, live your Lucas life. Live your Lucas life. Come taste the energy.
Lucozade. Taste the energy.
Why not stay in, turn off the alarm clock, and sleep some more on your perfect mattress from Quartz? For the widest range of mattresses from the world's best brands, the best value guaranteed. Shop today and let our sleep experts help you to decide on the best option to suit your needs. At Quartz, we don't just sell mattresses, we're offering you the best night's sleep. So, sleep in a little on your new mattress from Quartz. Quartz, bringing value home.
Keeping an eye on the weather, this is GBN. We've got you covered.
Weather for Grenada, Carriacou and Petite Martinique valid for tonight and the following 3 days. Weather tonight generally fair, becoming partly cloudy at times with few light, brief, early morning showers. Tonight's minimum temperature 25 degrees Celsius. Wind east-northeasterly to easterly at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Seas moderate, waves 5 to 7 feet in open water. A small craft advisory remains in effect. Tides currently falling, low at 9:30 p.m., high at 3:30 a.m. All right, sunrise tomorrow morning, 6:09. The weather on Wednesday, the 25th day of March, partly cloudy and windy, with few light, isolated morning showers, becoming mostly fair by afternoon. On Thursday, the 26th, generally fair, becoming partly cloudy at times, with few light, brief early morning showers. And on Friday, the 27th, partly cloudy with brief, light to moderate morning and nighttime showers. Next, Tony Julian with the sports news.
And sporting fans, the Tokyo 2020 Olympic and Paralympic Games have been postponed until next year because, of course, of the worldwide coronavirus pandemic. The International Olympic Committee, IOC, confirmed the move on Tuesday following discussions between its president, Thomas Bach, Japanese Prime Minister Shinzo Abe, and Games organizers. That all means that for the first time since the Second World War, the Olympic Games will not go on as scheduled. The spread of COVID-19 has halted sport across the globe, in fact, and it has become apparent that a start date of the 24th of July for the Olympic Games was too close for comfort. As a gesture of solidarity, the Olympic flame will stay in Japan and the Games will retain the name Olympic and Paralympic Games Tokyo 2020. Athletics has welcomed, meanwhile, the postponement of the Tokyo 2020 Olympics and will expedite its review of the qualification system for the Games. The IOC President Thomas Bach last weekend put a 4-week time frame on making a decision over whether the Games would go ahead as scheduled, despite being under huge pressure to announce the postponement. World Athletics says that it was important that athletes knew where they stood and would notify them of any changes to the qualifying process as soon as possible. Leaner, faster, more confident. Shamilia Connell stunned her teammates and cricket spectators, returning 2 months after recovery from an injury. Shamilia attributed introspection and self-realization as her main reasons for choosing to get her body and mental focus for cricket back to optimum level. In her own words, Shamilia believes that she was too comfortable in her position on the team, thus causing her to not take her mental and physical fitness as seriously as she should have. The ICC Women's 2020 World Cup in Australia was Shamilia's first test back in international cricket. Her intent is to capture more wickets by working harder on her game and leave a lasting legacy in West Indies women's cricket. All football in Spain, including La Liga, has been put on hold indefinitely while the country deals with the continued spread of coronavirus. Spain's top flight was postponed for 2 rounds of matches earlier in March, and the country is in a state of emergency. Football will not be resumed until the Spanish government deems it safe to do so without any health risk. As it now stands, defending champions Barcelona lead La Liga by 2 points. The latest sport report there for you. Stay with us. When we return, it'll be with a probe around the globe. And first off in our global probe, we find the Trinidad and Tobago government on Tuesday defended its decision not to reopen its borders to accommodate 35 nationals stranded in Barbados. The government there insists that the measure is part of an overall effort to prevent the spread of the coronavirus. National Security Minister of Trinidad, that's Minister Stuart Young, told a news conference the only way a country has a chance to beat this, to keep the curve down, is to take some of the difficult decisions and the measures that they have done on the advice of medical experts. Young told reporters that he had been in discussion with Barbados Prime Minister Mayor Motley and Attorney General Dale Marshall on Monday in regard to the Trinidad and Tobago nationals, describing the deliberations as a very CARICOM conversation. On to Prime Minister of St. Lucia, Alan Chasney, announcing a 6-hour curfew as legislators prepared to further discuss new measures to be implemented as part of efforts to combat the coronavirus after that island recorded its 3rd case on Monday. In a radio and television broadcast, Chasney issued a proclamation on Monday instituting the state of emergency. He said, and I quote here, "Under the state of emergency, because things are fluid, things are happening very quickly. We cannot rely on the typical process of getting things changed," unquote. Meanwhile, India is to impose a national or nationwide lockdown in an attempt to slow the spread of the coronavirus. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has announced the restrictions will apply from midnight and will be enforced for 21 days. There will be a total ban on venturing out of your homes, Mr. Modi said in a televised address. Well, India, which has a population of 1.3 billion, joins a growing list of countries that have imposed similar measures. Nearly 400,000 people have tested positive for the virus worldwide, and around 17,000 have died. Our probe around the globe this time round for Tuesday. When we return, we'll have a recap of tonight's major stories.
Thank you so much, Tony. A reminder of the headlines if you're just tuning in to the news. Health officials are confirming that the health of Grenada's first confirmed COVID-19 patient has deteriorated. Health Minister Nicholas Steele confirmed to GBN that the female patient was admitted at the General Hospital today. He spoke, of course, via phone with my colleague, Cherian Blackman-Stephen, about the status of the patient minutes before the start of our live newscast. Minister for Trade and Industry, Oliver Joseph, says decrease in electricity bill not effective from March. 5-year structural adjustment affords government's COVID-19 economic funds. In the sports news, the 2020 Olympic Games postponed, and in around the globe, Trinidad defends refusing entry of 25 nationals.
So we need to get the facts straight. How does this virus work? How does it transmit? Where does it want to go? And let's protect ourselves. I'm Dr. Peter Lynn. I'm a family physician in Toronto, Canada. The coronavirus is a family of viruses that can cause as mild things as just a common cold, all the way up to SARS or MERS. These are these bad pneumonias that we're talking about. And basically what these viruses are, they look like a tennis ball with all these spikes sticking out of it. And depending on the type of spike, it allows that virus to attach to certain places. So some viruses, they have this spike that attaches to your nose. So basically you just get a common cold. But the SARS virus and this new virus that we're talking about has the spike that allows it to attach to the cells in your lung. And when it attaches there, it puts in information to make photocopies of itself. So it uses our equipment to make more viruses.
I'm declaring a public health emergency of international concern over the global outbreak of novel coronavirus.
Most of the coronaviruses live in animals. In this particular case, it was from Wuhan. There was a fish market where they were selling live animals. And the thought is that the virus was in a live animal, then it crossed into a human. But then what we found was that